Chosen one, you are not tired. You are being summoned. This is not sleep. This is surrender. Stop what you're doing. Yes, now. Silence everything around you. Close every tab. Put down your plans. Breathe. Because this is not just a message. This is a spiritual intervention. A decree from the throne has just been issued, and your name was on it. Heaven has called a halt. Not to delay you, but to save you. You are not being lazy. You are not being distracted. You are being locked down by heaven. This is incubation, divinely sanctioned stillness. God has placed his hand over your soul and whispered, "No more motion until I finish what I started." There is a storm in the spirit realm, an invisible war swirling faster than your senses can comprehend. The very foundations around you are shaking, shifting, restructuring. And you've been placed inside the eye of the storm. Not to be punished, but to be protected. You will not wake up for days. That is not a metaphor. That is a command. Your body is about to feel heavy. Your mind may fight it. But your spirit already knows, this stillness is sacred. You might tell yourself, I just need more coffee. I'm probably just tired from stress. Maybe I'm just burned out. But none of those things explain the pull you're about to feel, like gravity increasing around your soul. This isn't human exhaustion. This is divine anesthesia. God is sedating your soul so he can begin the surgery no conversation could prepare you for. Behind the veil, demons are trembling. Principalities are rearranging. Old patterns are being uprooted. You would not survive this storm if you were awake. So heaven has decided, you're not allowed to move until it's over. That's why your body is starting to slow. That's why your mind is losing its grip. That's why your spirit is weeping without reason. Because something is happening in the realm that you cannot comprehend yet, but your spirit does. Before heaven closes your eyes, you must do 3 things. Not for algorithm. Not for ritual. But as an act of agreement with what's being released. Acknowledge, say aloud, Lord, I surrender this stillness. Prepare, place your phone down and your spirit up. Allow, feel the shutdown, not with fear, but with faith. Your heartbeat is not slowing. Your destiny is not disappearing. It's being held in the palm of divine timing. You will try to move. You'll try to stretch, to plan, to push through. But your limbs will feel heavy. Your eyes will refuse to stay open. Your thoughts will blur. And instead of panic, a strange peace will wrap around you. This is not ordinary rest. This is not spiritual laziness. This is holy lockdown. You're not allowed to wake up yet, because what you're about to walk into requires a spirit that's been rewired. You thought nothing was happening. But heaven has been working beneath your skin. It begins slowly. You lie down for a short nap. But hours pass. Days blur. And every time your mind stirs to rise, something deeper pulls you back under. You're not asleep. You're in divine suspension. Your room looks the same. But in the spirit realm, you're lying on a table of light. The hands that formed galaxies now touch your soul. Heaven's instruments are silence, peace, surrender. God is not rushing. He is precise. Surgical. Unshakable. Be still, I'm doing surgery on your soul. You can't see it, but he's healing the cracks that words never reached. The betrayal that hardened your kindness. The failure that rewrote your worth. The trauma that taught you silence. The shame that disguised itself as strength. Now, all of it is being dismantled and rebuilt. You weren't rejected. You weren't abandoned. You weren't passed over. You were removed from motion so heaven could complete what man could never touch. No therapist, no teacher, no relationship could reach this deep. This is God working at the molecular level of your identity. He's resetting the instincts that were programmed in survival mode. He's purging reflexes that told you to hide, to shrink, to settle. I love you too much, he says, to let you keep operating on broken code. You were trained to associate motion with meaning. That if you're not producing, you're not progressing. That if you're not building, you're breaking. That if you stop, everything falls apart. But heaven is teaching you something different. Your stillness is your sanctification. Your silence is your sanctuary. You are not falling behind. You are falling into alignment. During this time, people will look at you strangely. Some will say, "Why are you so tired?" Others will wonder why you've gone quiet. Don't try to explain. They weren't called into this holy chamber with you. Only you heard the summons. Only you felt the weight of stillness hit your spirit like gravity. Only you can feel the invisible angels at the foot of your bed, whispering, "Don't rise yet." Heaven is still working. This isn't just rest. It's recalibration. Your nervous system is being rewired. Your emotional responses are being rewritten. Your mind is being emptied of cycles that kept you small. You will not leave this incubation the same. When you awaken, your voice will sound different. Your decisions will feel clearer. Your movements will carry weight. You're not going back to who you were. You're stepping into who you were always meant to be. This shutdown is not weakness. It's wisdom. Every time your flesh tries to rise, let your spirit remind you, God is not done. You'll feel the pull to get up, ignore it. You'll feel shame for resting, reject it. You'll feel guilt for not doing, replace it with gratitude for what God is doing. This isn't wasted time. This is womb time. And what's being formed inside you requires total stillness. The world sees you asleep. But heaven sees you awakening. Everything looks paused on the outside. But inside? A revolution is happening. You're not sleeping. You're shedding. Right now, your spirit is walking out of places your body hasn't left yet. Old mindsets are cracking. Generational wounds are unraveling. Deep-rooted fear is being uninstalled. What you called normal is no longer compatible with your soul. You are walking out of people-pleasing, constant performance, chronic pressure, internalized guilt. And you're not walking out alone. God is escorting you out of the prison of your past. The divine unraveling this incubation is not just about healing, it's about undoing everything that was never truly you. The masks. The armor. The roles you had to play just to survive. God is removing all of them. Not to leave you empty, but to finally introduce you to yourself. You thought you knew who you were. But you only knew who you had to be. I'm about to show you who I created. Somewhere deep inside, a shaking is happening. Your dreams are changing. Your vision is realigning. Your language is maturing. Your instincts are transforming. You are entering a realm where revelation replaces reaction. Where peace isn't a concept, it's your default setting. Where urgency no longer rules you, discernment does. This is not just personal growth. This is a prophetic upgrade. You might feel lost right now. Empty. Disconnected. Good. That means the reset is working. Heaven always empties the soul before it fills it again. I am clearing out the noise, so you can finally hear my voice. Don't rush to fill the silence. Sit in it. Wait in it. Because the next voice you hear won't be your trauma. It will be God's clarity. While your eyes are closed, visions will begin. You may not remember every detail. But your soul will. Because God is instructing you at night. Speaking in symbols. Downloading strategy. You'll see unfamiliar places. Faces you've never met. Colors you've never dreamed of. These are not ordinary dreams. They are blueprints. Sacred instructions being planted in your subconscious. Ready to bloom once the incubation ends. When this stillness lifts, you will no longer tolerate what drained you. Chase what was never yours. Apologize for your authority. You will not go back to survival. You will not fake peace. You will not shrink to fit their comfort zones. Because your frequency has changed. You are carrying the atmosphere of heaven. You are being made new, from the marrow to the mandate. This season may feel lonely. But hear this, you are not abandoned. You are being sanctified. God has pulled you away from noise, people, screens, and platforms, not to erase you, but to remake you in private. You're not hidden from purpose. You're hidden for purpose. Like a seed beneath the soil. No one can see you grow, but heaven is tracking every root, every stretch, every breath. The time will come soon where heaven whispers, rise. But until then, let yourself rest. Let yourself weep. Let yourself release every false pressure and ego-born urgency. Because when you awaken, you won't be the version of you that went to sleep. You will be the version of you heaven has been waiting for. Before God reintroduces you to the world, He must first reintroduce you to yourself. You are not awake yet. But you are no longer unconscious. Something is stirring beneath the stillness. Not anxiety. Not pressure. Awareness. Your spirit is rising, before your body even catches up. In the quiet, there is a sound. You've heard it faintly before. Like a hum, a pulse, a frequency just out of reach. But now? It's growing louder. It's not coming from outside you. It's not someone else's voice. It's not external motivation. It is the echo of Eden inside your bones. The voice of the original you. The one God imagined before trauma ever touched you. You are beginning to remember who you were before you became who you had to be. During this final stretch of sacred stillness, God is downloading something deeper: instruction, mandate, identity. You may not hear words. You may not see images. But your soul will start feeling directed. A pull toward new things. A push away from old ones. A nudge to release, to shift, to trust. It's not confusion. It's realignment. The version of you that emerges from this season will walk by instinct, because heaven wrote its instructions into your spirit. Though you are still, the angels assigned to you are not. They are closing doors that would have derailed you. Redirecting emails and opportunities. Stirring the hearts of people who will soon align with you. Guarding your name in rooms you haven't entered yet. You may feel forgotten by people, but you are featured in heaven's current agenda. While the world sleeps on you, God is building a platform under your spirit. As your body remains surrendered, your internal systems are now in a complete divine reset. This final stage of incubation carries unexplainable peace, divine clarity, deep-rooted calm. It will feel like time has stopped, because it has. You're no longer operating on Earth's schedule. You are now functioning under heaven's timing. And nothing, not deadlines, guilt, demands, or expectations, can pull you out of that flow. Soon, you'll feel it. Not urgency. Readiness. It's subtle at first, your chest will feel lighter. Your dreams will start becoming strategy. The fog in your head will lift. Your prayers will start to carry weight again. And one morning, you will stretch, not to wake up, but to rise. As this part of the lockdown begins to close, you will start to sense things before they happen. You'll feel the atmosphere shift before the phone rings. You'll discern truth in people before they speak. You'll detect deception before it's visible. This is not paranoia. It's prophetic perception. The veil between heaven and earth has thinned around you, and now, you're walking in new spiritual eyesight. Something irreversible has happened. Your spiritual appetite has changed. Your capacity has expanded. Your threshold for mediocrity has collapsed. You cannot return to the job that drained you, the relationships that caged you, the beliefs that shamed you. You have become too aware, too awakened, too aligned. God did not bring you through divine lockdown so you could go back to anything small. You're not going back. You're going beyond. Right now, deep in your soul, something is rattling. It's not fear. It's resurrection. Dead dreams are twitching. Dormant gifts are flickering. Silenced songs are echoing again. What you buried out of disappointment, heaven is resurrecting out of purpose. You will feel it. And soon, so will the world. You will not just wake up. You will emerge. You will not just survive. You will command. It's happening. The pulse of resurrection has grown too strong to contain. The stillness that once held you is now releasing you. Not back to where you came from. Not into what once defined you. But into the very space heaven carved out for you before you were born. You will know it. Not by noise. Not by a shout. But by a sacred shift. One breath will feel different. One blink will snap you into a clarity you've never known. And God will whisper, with holy authority, "Daughter. Son. Arise." The world won't recognize you. They will say, "There's something different about you. You seem clearer. You feel brighter." That's because the oil of God now glistens on your skin. The atmosphere around you has changed. You carry resurrection. People who once dismissed you will grow silent. Those who mocked your stillness will watch your movement in awe. Your environment will respond to the new you. Emails that went ignored will suddenly receive replies. Closed doors will swing open. Provisions will flow without manipulation. People will seek your insight without you advertising. Why? Because heaven has authorized you. And when heaven authorizes, the earth aligns. You were known by pain. You were named by disappointment. You were labeled by past roles. But now? Heaven releases a new name over your life. A mantle. A mission. A mark. Not given by man, but by God Himself. You are no longer what they called you. You are who I sent you to be. Your transformation was hidden. But your emergence will be public. God kept the surgery secret. But He will not hide the results. Your life will now become living evidence of the power of holy stillness. You didn't chase the platform. You didn't beg for the spotlight. You didn't fight your way forward. You surrendered. And now, the spotlight surrenders to you. What looked like inactivity was incubation. What felt like delay was design. What seemed like absence was the presence of God without distractions. You will no longer explain why you disappeared. You will simply live in such clarity, such grace, such glory, that even your silence will speak. God was with me. And He brought me back new. Archangel Michael now returns, no longer guarding, but announcing. The process is complete. The Spirit has risen. The command is clear: go. Go into rooms you used to shrink in. Go into ideas you once abandoned. Go into territories where your voice is needed. Go into alignment without apology. You are not here to impress. You are here to impact. Everywhere you walk now carries a sound. A weight. A code. You are a walking portal of the presence of God. Where you speak, atmospheres change. Where you pause, demons retreat. Where you exist, people awaken. This is not charisma. This is kingdom. You will not need to chase favor. Favor will find you. Unexpected deposits. Divine reconnections. Acceleration without effort. Not because you are perfect, but because you are positioned. The moment you surrendered, heaven aligned. Now, look around. You are no longer in lockdown. You are in launch mode. What God whispered over you in silence, He will now shout through your results. You are not sleepy. You are saturated. You are not lazy. You are loaded with glory. You are not hidden. You are heaven's headline. You laid down. And you rose whole. You surrendered. And you rose secure. You slept. And you awakened sacred. Now walk. And don't look back. The lockdown is over. Your voice is unlocked. Your destiny is deployed. Your atmosphere is altered. Your soul is sealed. Welcome back. But not as who you were. As who you were always meant to be.